Yo, what is going on, YouTube? It is your boy ColtsTalk. We're back with another video. And as you can see from the title, the Colts did it. They won another game without their franchise quarterback, starting quarterback Anthony Richardson. The Colts just defeated the Tennessee Titans 20-17 in a Week 6 matchup. And this game was a roller coaster. There was a lot of ups and downs. We didn't know if the Colts were going to pull it off. It looked like they were pretty much letting off the gas, playing conservative, things of that nature. Joe Flacco threw an interception. And at some points, and even in the say towards the end of the second quarter, a lot of people was turning the game off. It was stale. It was conservative gameplay, not a lot of flashes, not a lot of potential to show or faith, I would say, to show that we have some type of upside of winning this game. But late in the third, going into the fourth, the offense started to click a little bit and the defense started to figure it out. So it led to the Colts to win a game. Now, of course, the opening drive was beautiful, very polished, a lot of catches, good yard gains, and good attempts, a lot of good throws, and it wound up ending with Josh Downs getting a touchdown. And this was all in the hands of Joe Flacco. And of course, a lot of the questions goes in the airs. Would that have happened if Anthony Richardson was there? And I would say yes. I think the offense is a little bit more potent and fluent and more of a threat with Anthony Richardson at the quarterback position, just because he's a dual threat. He can do both. He got arm strength. He can be mobile, things of that nature. It just totally sets off the defense of what your game plan is because you never know what the next thing may be. Option plays, QB runs, hands off to the running back, screens, and his arm strength is out of this world. But if you was to ask who is the better quarterback as of now, you could say Joe Flacco. He's a vet. He knows, he understands the game, understands the schemes, understands defenses very well. He's 40 years old almost, been in the game. He's a Super Bowl champ, Super Bowl MVP. So he knows, where the ball needs to be, the timing, when to get there, and understands defenses way better than Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson is still young. And like the great Peyton Manning said on the Barstool podcast, in order for these young guys to develop, they have to play game time. They have to play in the game. And that's a big question, a big debate, and in the media world of football. These young guys, they play poorly a few games, and then certain teams are ready to just sit them out. Look at Justin Fields. The Chicago Bears gave up on Justin Fields and wind up shipping him to Pittsburgh, and in Pittsburgh, he's looking like the guy to be. Of course, he's battling with Russell Wilson, but that's not much of a battle. But, that's pretty much the same situation you got with Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson has not had a lot of starts and a lot of playing times in football in general. Going into this position to be the franchise quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts, who's been through a quarterback carousel for multiple seasons. They finally found that guy. He can't stay healthy, and he's still trying to figure out the game, understand the defensive schemes, trying to get his arm strength as polished as possible because a lot of passes he's hitting on targets, and then a lot of passes he overthrows. But to each his own, you can say Joe Flacco could be the better quarterback, but he's not perfect either. Catching up with age, he could have had a few touchdowns more against Tennessee, so it wouldn't have been as close as we thought it could have been. But a lot of passes sailed, a lot of passes, even the one including the bomb to Alex Smith when he outran L'Jarius Sneed late in the third, going into the fourth, I think. He just outran him, and Joe Flacco overthrew him like 5 to 10 yards. And Joe Flacco pretty much went down to the turf because he knew if he would have hit Alec Pierce in the hands, that would have been 6, and the game wouldn't have been close at all. But it is what it is. Even on the screenplays that we ran multiple times that people were tired of, the screenplays he would throw in high passes every time on the screens, and the Titans were just blowing it up. Every pass was up in the air, throwing it high. But like I said, Joe Flacco's a vet. At the end of the game, he wound up hitting Michael Pittman Jr. in the end zone off of a high ball, like off the back foot, a floater. Moss and L'Jarius Sneed in the end zone, the one that Colts fans wanted in the offseason. They wind up embarrassing him all day. But like I said, for when it comes to Anthony Richardson, I think he's more of a threat for defenses when he's out there for the Colts. He's a dynamic playmaker that the Colts need. It just opens up the offense so much more. When you get Joe Flacco out there, he's going to be a stale quarterback. He's going to sit in the pocket. Of course, he tries to run every now and then, but that's something he doesn't want to do. But when you have Anthony Richardson, it opens up the game so much more for the Colts and Shane Steichen. Shane Steichen has one of the biggest playbooks in football. He's a very creative mind. He knows things very easily. And when you have Anthony Richardson, you can do pretty much anything with him back there. But like I said, it only comes a matter of time of him being available to play. And certain receivers have a better performance with certain quarterbacks. So Josh Downs, he has Joe Flacco, and Alec Pierce probably has Anthony Richardson. So I think if Richardson was there, a few of those plays that was going to the house, it would have hit Alec Pierce and would have scored. It's that simple. Certain players are successful with certain guys at the quarterback position. But it is what it is at the end of the day. I just think Colts fans got to be patient with Anthony Richardson. And when it turns out that he's actually available and he plays and he gets the game under him, and he's a guy that doesn't make the same mistake twice. He's a fast learner. He picks it up. He learns from his mistakes and keeps it moving. But when he's available and it takes the time and you let him grow into the quarterback position, it's going to be a thing of beauty. He can be one of the best. All it takes is time, but we just have to be patient. But it's a good thing to have a backup quarterback like Joe Flacco in these type of scenarios. But if he is available to play, you got to let him play. It's just that simple. But you guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section. All of these things. Go Colts. It's victory week. You guys be happy. We just defeated the Tennessee Titans, and we're on to next week. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Until next time, this is Culture Shark. I am out.